Welcome to another episode of Google or Facebook. My name is Matt Rincon.
I'm Andres Bustamante.
Today we are going to be talking about gurus, coaching, selling your course, and really productifying your expertise and being able to kind of sell that online.
And this is a part 2, right?
Yes.
So we're going to be following up on last episode where we just introduced, how everybody who sells something online, maybe like a course that they teach something online, they can do so using Facebook ads,
Yes.
right? Or Google ads.
Yes.
Right?
So if you haven't caught that last episode, maybe go back and watch that before you jump onto this one. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So today what we're going to be talking about is really a little bit more granular on what you would do now that you're ready to start selling your course. Like I said, really any sort of expertise these days can be turned into a product, and really an education product, and sold online. And I know there's a ton of unfortunate hate around this right now, where it's another product, another guru, another course. But you know what? Things are going more that direction, not the other way around, right? Entrepreneurship is increasing. It's not going the other direction. And so people that got that hate, they just got to let it go, because more power to people out there that really want to kind of become an entrepreneur and start selling their expertise. So.
Yeah, something interesting, so we're talking about that, you made me remember yesterday I got served an ad by this guy, Dean Graziosi. I think you guys have probably heard of him.
I'm sure everyone's probably seen his ads.
Most people have probably seen his ads. He spends a good amount of money.
Millionaire Mindset, is that his book?
Yeah, I think The Millionaire Habits or something
Millionaire
like
Habits,
that. Yeah. So one thing that I noticed is in this comment, so I like to read comments. I don't know if anybody likes to read comments.
I like commenting.
All right. I like commenting, but I like reading other people's comments and seeing how they think about a certain product or service. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just kind of helps understand where everybody's mindset is at, and how they react to certain offers online. Yeah. So it's just kind of interesting to me. And I was seeing that a lot of these people, well, not a lot, but I would say a few of them, they kind of dislike the whole, you're just selling, this whole mastermind group. And
it's a hot word right now, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So they're selling this whole idea that you too can be successful. All you got to do is pay $7 a month or whatever it is that they're charging for this.
Mentor box.
Yeah, Mentor box is one. So, but I feel that there is a lot of people that are, let's say, wanting to see new content out there, new ideas and new stuff. And I thought the comment was interesting. Somebody commented, I think I took a picture of the comment, but I'll share it later on. But I think it was, they were just saying like, all these millionaires, they're just making money off of you or whatever, like you spending $7 a month, or think about how many people do that, and then they're just recycling information, which I do see a lot of that. I do see a lot of these gurus or experts in certain areas just really recycling that info from like books way back then, like Think and Grow Rich and things like that. I think that there is value in people sharing their knowledge in a certain way, like with their own personality, and if you can understand something and kind of get value from that person, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I agree. So I think that there's a lot of hate out there, man. There's a lot of haters that are saying, hey, another course, it's you just repackaging, and it's the same thing that whoever taught. But if it's taught in a different way, then it is different content. And if it's taught from a different personality, then it's different content. Yeah. If it's taught, maybe at a slower pace or a faster pace, then it's different content. If you're taking away just maybe the, cliff noting it, then it's different content. So
I agree. Yeah.
I was watching Gary Vee actually the other day, or daily, he's like, that guy is a machine.
Yeah.
And I was watching him, and he was talking, someone asked him a question on, what about stolen content or copyright, or what about, that kind of thing? And he goes, you know what? If that's really what you're worried about, playing defense 24/7, then you're never gonna go anywhere. And I think it's so true in today's digital age, where if you're worried about, someone taking your photo, then go make 1,000 more photos, and then go make 1,000 more like that, right? And just go ahead, and it's obviously a compliment too, so that your stuff wants to be seen, and that's kind of the whole idea of being viral, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what viral is your content being taken by everybody and everybody sharing it.
Yeah, yeah, you should feel proud about that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I know we went off topic here a little bit.
I think we're good. I think we're on track because what we're talking about is really not being scared to go out there and put your product out there because you're another personal trainer, you're another Facebook marketer, you're another whatever, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and be another one. Be your version of it.
Your version.
Right?
Yeah, authentic.
And within your community, within your groups, within your circles, you're going to resonate with people and you're going to have a certain way of doing things and you're going to get better at it.
Definitely. And getting into just how you can sell your course or your skills and how you can, transfer that over to somebody else online. You can do so by having all your systems in place. Obviously, we're not going to get deep into the tools. There's a lot of tools out there.
You can leave that in the comments.
Exactly. And in the episode notes, we'll leave
episode
that.
Notes.
Because you definitely need some tools in order for your course to be hosted in, and be able to obviously have a checkout page and all this stuff.
Yep.
But once you have all that in place, then you'll be able to leverage Facebook ads, right, and also YouTube ads. So in this particular case, you would be able to leverage both platforms, Google ads and Facebook ads. Facebook ads, and keeping it very, very simple, because a lot of people, they kind of like, they're tentative to start. I just don't know. I don't want to spend my, my advertising dollars without even knowing. Yeah, you need to have a strategy in place. But why not start by offering some sort of value? I think we talked about this in the last episode, is providing a lead magnet. And for those that don't know what a lead magnet is, go look at go listen to that last episode or watch the last episode. We talk about it a little bit. But it's basically offering some sort of value for free, right? So like an ebook, for example, where you talk about, X subject, and you provide value to these individuals, and you can get leads that way that you can later retarget, right? Whether that's through your email marketing, right? So you need to have email marketing set up. We're not email marketers, but we know the importance of email marketing. So you definitely want to have that in place. But I think a lot of people do ask is, how can I sell my course online? Like, that's the biggest question. How can I sell my skills? And I think you need to have a lot in place, but you can do so through Facebook ads by, being on camera, doing a couple of videos, saying, hey, this is me, this is my expertise. I'm going to help you learn this, and I'm going to help you make money as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Awesome advice. Just by taking that advice, if someone wanted to go ahead and do that, you could probably get that done this weekend, right? Like if you're really just going to take action, you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to make a business page. I'm going to make a logo real quick on a simple logo editor. Yep. I'll make a landing page with lead pages or unbounds or something like that. I'm going to make a little video. I'm going to add that to the page. Yep. Take a picture of myself, add to the page, write what I'm doing, and then make a Facebook ad and send it there and kind of start experimenting and getting going and do that again and again and again. And eventually you're going to start and boom, you're in business, right?
Exactly.
So let's talk about a little more about that getting started piece, right? So, all right, so if someone's watching this video and they want to be able to, just go ahead and get, I'm gonna do this today, right?
Right.
What would you do?
Well, the first thing I would do is, really identify what my objective is, right, with this whole thing. If I have a course ready to go, or are you referring to just if I'm starting from scratch, or if I already have a course?
Let's say you have let's draw out a scenario for a personal trainer.
Okay.
So if you're a personal trainer, or say someone that's in the fitness space, influencer that wants to kind of be in that industry, you want to start branding yourself and getting yourself out there.
Sure.
Maybe you're in the health food space or organic, that kind of thing. Let's talk about that. So let's say a personal trainer. Okay. So I want to find a personal training client.
Sure.
Let's talk about that. Where would you start?
Well, I would start with
ground zero. Where would you?
I would start with Facebook. I would start with creating Facebook, Instagram profiles, right?
Yep.
I would start, creating content if you don't have any of your own yet. So basically sharing anything that's viral within the fitness industry, for example, providing value. Obviously, the ideal thing would be to start, doing videos yourself, posting tips on, what you offer, right? Or what your personal training is about, maybe your regimens or whatever the case may be. And then I would start advertising right away so you can get, it's direct response marketing. So you can get your return right away and start really seeing that, there is a demand. And I think there's always going to be demand for like fitness and stuff like that.
So, it's like a haircut, man.
Yeah. So I think that I would start with that. I mean, I would optimize my pages. So, you don't want to obviously run ads to Instagram that doesn't have a profile picture, for example, or doesn't have a bio.
People do, and then they say it doesn't work.
Exactly. You need to be prepared. I think just like anything in life, you need to have, you need to start somewhere. So I think Gary Vee said it best at one point, like, everybody started at zero.
Yeah.
$0.
I saw that yesterday.
Exactly. So that's motivation right there for you to just get started, get your name out there. I mean, if you're really, really good at what you do, right? If you feel like you can provide value to somebody, then, if that's your passion, then do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're passionate about it, go ahead and post content, right? Do stories. I would start there, do stories, and then, maybe if you have a website, if you don't have a website, I'd start with a landing page and then run ads to that landing page to get, with a contact form, simple contact form, and maybe a video of you showing, that you know what you're talking about, and then just run some ads to it and see what happens.
That's awesome. Yeah. Really good advice. So if you're someone that, has something like personal training that you can demonstrate, at the gym, you may be having a free session with someone that you're kind of demonstrating, recording that, documenting that, repurposing that can be your ad, that can be the video that's on your website, right? And just by doing one little video recording session, you can have a ton of content. Now, there may be people here watching that may not be comfortable being on camera, and that's completely fine. So you may be seeing us doing this. You may see people on Instagram or people that you kind of aspire to kind of pursue what they're doing. And you may feel like, but I don't want to do video content, and that's fine. So you don't necessarily have to be doing YouTube video content. You don't even necessarily have to be doing Facebook or Instagram video content. You can do photo content. You can do slideshow content. It is doable. And there are other forms of media, right? So if you're a writer, there are definitely ways you can create a blog, have good content on there, demonstrating maybe a training plan, free training plans or something like that. You can put that into an ebook giveaway, like Andres is saying. Maybe you can give them away in an email for free. And there's like a little bit of a lead funnel for you by giving away a free training plan in an email. Just collect that email from the person, and boom, there you have a lead that you can hit with. Say, hey, you know what? Are you interested in a free hour training session or a virtual training session? So there are a lot of ways that you can kind of be creative to start getting going, right? And then the next thing turns into another. Now you starting wanting to experiment with advertising, because you don't necessarily need to advertise right away. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get to, is that yes, this is called Google or Facebook, but really doesn't mean you need to be advertising right away for your business to be successful. There are plenty of businesses out there that don't spend any money advertising. They're very successful, whether they're doing organic content, whether they are just in their networking, going to events and talking about what they're doing, whether they have previous clients that they've worked with in another industry. So we talk about ads because that's what we do for a living, and we're pretty good at it, but it's not necessary for you to be successful. But what it is that you need to make a decision, you need to make it happen. So just start somewhere, right? Start creating and start sharing what it is that you're good at. You're gonna find people that resonate with that. And then boom, you can just kind of, your community begins and you start talking about it again, and then you see someone else doing it, try that, copy that, works. Find someone that maybe is your style, emulate what they're doing, and then before you know it, you're in business. So
agreed, definitely. So what platform should I start advertising?
Right, so
if I'm offering some sort of course on, let's say personal training, or maybe out for a one-on-one coaching session.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Where should I start?
So say you do have some money you want to spend. You're like, I want to go fast. I want to spend some money with advertising. I got a little bit of money here.
Yeah, exactly.
So a couple things that you want set up, right? So you may have heard of, was it omnipresence? Omnichannel.
Yeah.
What that is just being on all platforms. So that would be first and foremost, make a logo, come up with a name. Don't spend $1,000 on a logo. Spend $20, spend $50, maybe $100 on a logo. Get it done, quality name, just get it done, and then add that create pages on all social networks: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, anywhere you can create a profile. And then the ones that you actually like engaging with, start just using those ones. Start posting what you have, whether it's even generic content that you find online that you want to share. That's fine. Whether just ensure that's related in your industry, so kind of get that going. And the other thing would be make a website. Make a simple website. You know, you can use something like Wix. Not a big deal. They get a little expensive. I'd recommend WordPress or something like ClickFunnels, Lead Pages. If you're not a developer, those work well. And so once you have all that going, okay, now we can get going with the advertising, okay?
Right, exactly.
And once that looks good,
Yeah.
okay? So you want it to look good, be proud of it online, right? That's your store. That's your online store. So just like you'd walk into a Whole Foods and you're like, man, this is nice, versus maybe another supermarket, you want that feeling for your omnipresence,
Exactly.
right? Like you want it to have a brand, you want it to kind of feel similar. And if you can do video content, it is a little bit better, but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to, okay? So next step would be, do we want to advertise on Google, or do I advertise on Facebook, or do I want to do it in some other way, right? Like I'm saying, do I want to do it organically?
Yeah.
Okay? Let's remove the organic situation for now, but it's definitely an option for you. So for now, let's say, am I going to use YouTube to advertise, or am I and Google and all those things, or am I going to use Facebook and Instagram? And I would recommend Instagram. I think that would be the best place for you to start if you have never spent any money advertising. It is extremely simple to get started, okay? So what you can do is on your Instagram profile, you can turn it into a business account within the settings. That way you can have analytics set up. Sorry, I'm talking a little bit here. And what you can do then is you can actually start boosting ads that you may feel may resonate with your community. And so there are settings that you can program and targeting settings that you can set. I'll let Andres go into that in a sec. But you don't even necessarily have to go that far. What you can do is you can just hit an automatic button within Instagram. And what that's going to do is create a lookalike audience.
Automatic targeting, right? Yeah.
Automatic targeting. And the algorithms are getting really good these days, and I found sometimes they're better than what I can come up with. So sometimes just lookalike audience is the best one. And just start going with that and have them come to your profile, okay? Or send them to your website. On that website, have just maybe a free offer. Hey, here's, thanks for visiting my website. Here's that free training guide I was telling you about. Email it to them, and there it is. Maybe in a couple weeks, hit them with another email saying, hey, was that training guide helpful?
Yeah.
If you'd like, I can get on a call with you and we can talk about it.
Awesome.
And then boom, there's your lead.
Great,
Okay?
great.
That's
Definitely.
probably where I'd start.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a good insight right there. I think that's, you just want to start, right?
Yep.
I think most people do hesitate to do that, and they probably feel that, man, I don't know if I should do Facebook ads or Google ads to get my business going, or get going with your business. Use all the free tools out there. There's MailChimp. To get organized, there's Trello, right? We used Trello before. There's Slack if you have a team that you're working with. But really get going on things that are going to take you to the next level, right? And focus on those things that, are going to help you become, let's say, have an online presence, a good enough online presence where you can start running ads to, and people will come. You just got to keep going.
Yep. I got a question the other day on Instagram from someone saying, hey, do Facebook ads really work? And so I know there's a lot of that still out there, which is, well, we do it every day, so we don't think of it that way. But for someone that hasn't used it before, they may ask, hey, does this even work? Or is this like what's up with all these gurus? And, or you see these guys and they're on a yacht and there's partying with girls, Facebook ads or whatever. Right? It's could this guy really do the Facebook ads? The answer is yes. The answer is actually yes. These guys that are doing these things on YouTube with their YouTube ad agencies or these things, it's very successful because this skill, it's called pay-per-click or media buying, paid media buying is a really strong skill, right? And so what they're doing is they're just getting with organizations that have some money to spend. They're creating ad funnels for them that work, and it's working very well. It definitely works. Facebook ads is it too? I hear people ask, is it too many people in the market now or whatever? No.
Saturated market?
No. The answer is no. And it will never be. That'd be like saying, can you not run a commercial on TV, right? So it may cost a little more because there's more competition. But there are ways to do it.
There'll be evolved ways of doing
Yes.
it, right?
Yep.
In the future.
But it's just like anything else. So, but back to the main point, and just to kind of close off the episode, really what we'd like for this episode for you to take away is, if you're a coach or if you're aspiring to educate and coach people on what you already know, it's actually easy to get started in a weekend. And you can probably have your first client in a week. If you just take the steps necessary, follow kind of what we were talking about today, go hard on Instagram, and you should be able to find something out there.
Definitely.
And kind of just start your business.
There's over 90 million active users every day on Instagram.
Wow.
I believe.
Is that Andres fact? Is that a fake Andres
Somebody
number?
needs to fact check me on that. But I remember seeing there's 90 million users every day on
Sounds
Instagram.
about right. I think
It's
that
the most used.
Yeah, Instagram
Social media.
is the number one right now in terms of social media. It's the hottest
Yeah.
right now, and it keeps getting better, right? So as we're recording this, we have Instagram Live going, right? And with the new Facebook announcements, Facebook's becoming more Instagrammy, right? Other platforms are becoming more Instagrammy with their stories feature. There's that TikTok tool now that's like the karaoke music. So everything's kind of, they're the trendsetters, right?
Yeah.
Instagram's a trendsetter. It's the number one in social media right now. It's the Google, right? It's of search engines, social media. Instagram is number
Absolutely,
one. So.
absolutely. Remember also, I mean, I know we don't talk about it too much, but I always try to slip it in there, is YouTube ads also works extremely well for any type of coach, somebody that offers some sort of skill, right? Some sort of education.
Yeah.
For what they know. So, we run YouTube ads for one of our clients, and it's working real well. And I think that anybody that has all their ducks in a row when it comes to, their website, their course platforms, and their email marketing, their drip campaigns, then they're gonna have some success with YouTube ads. If they,
let's actually talk about that for a little bit. So I was going to close it out, but you're right. YouTube is not, it's kind of social media, but it's not really. It's more of it's a media platform, right? But I guess you could consider the comment section, some of those things almost social media.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, YouTube, man. I love YouTube, first of all, and I'm sure, as you're watching this on YouTube or Instagram, you may be feeling the same way. As you probably spend maybe more time on YouTube than you do on Netflix. I know I do, and I think a lot of that is just because of the variety of content that's available on YouTube that Netflix just can't keep up with, right? So on YouTube, you could find someone creating a video of exactly what you want, another part of the world, speaking another language, and they're exactly like you or who you're looking for. So what Andres is talking about is, targeting and having success with YouTube ads is really due to the specific targeting and the information that Google knows about you, right? Exactly. So YouTube is tied to Google and their search algorithms, and so you can just plug your ads right in there into YouTube. So.
I do want to mention one thing about YouTube ads is that it works for a certain type of people and certain type of brand. I think that in this specific niche that we're talking about, the whole coaching, and I think that if you like being on video, if you like creating video content already, then you need to leverage YouTube ads, right? And because I resonate with ads that they tell a story. Sure, I mean, you can probably, if you have a big budget, if you're a big brand, you hire actors and you'll see all these let's say commercial professional like videos, right? High quality, but what resonates more, and I read this on one of the YouTube creators, a YouTube creator that also works closely with YouTube. He's saying that what resonates more with individuals nowadays on YouTube is like people taking a selfie video, and I think it goes hand in hand with doing Instagram ads where it's just like the Ty Lopez selfie.
Trendsetter, it's the trend.
Exactly.
Yep.
So if you are good on camera, or if you just like to be on camera,
you don't need a professional cameraman. You don't need a studio. You don't need to be doing this. You don't need. You could just do it yourself.
Yeah, right? Decent quality. People, obviously decent sound, decent quality, but you do it yourself, and there you have a YouTube ad. Hey guys, join me for my free personal training right now. You can sign up. It's a limited space. Go ahead and do it, and you're going to be seeing massive results.
Yeah.
Simple ad like that
Yep.
could generate, hundreds of leads.
Yeah, he's really right. We've done that, right? So we've been able to do exactly that, where we create just a little simple selfie video, and the results are awesome. Just because it's real, it's unfiltered, and I think people resonate
People
with
like the
that,
raw,
right?
yeah.
And so not only is the Instagram setting the trend with that selfie video kind of thing, but people like the behind the scenes. People like to see what it is. They don't want any more filters, right?
Yeah.
So I was also watching one of these YouTube influencers talking about, having the perfect social media, and how, maybe in 2017 you'd have like all these like grid applications, so your grid would be perfect, and like it all needed to flow, and the last picture needed to look like the next picture, and everything needed to use the same filter. But I don't know, if you look at Will Smith's channel, it's not like that, right? Or if you look at some of the big the trendsetters, they don't care about those things, right? It's literally about getting the content out there.
Yeah.
High quality content, the better. Yeah, but it's really more about getting it out there and sharing what's going on with the audience that wants to see it. That's really it.
And remember that Mark Zuckerberg spoke a couple of days ago. I think we went on a live video. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Thursday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, Thursday. It's Thursday. But Mark spoke on Tuesday on F8. And basically it was saying that the future is, apart from the future being private and all that stuff, but he's saying that the whole likes are disappearing. Or they're testing all that out.
Yes.
So, if you're concerned about, only a few people are going to watch my
only
videos.
my mom's going to watch it.
No,
my
that's not
mom's still
matter.
watching. Yeah, so, yeah.
That's not going to matter anymore, probably, most likely. What's going to matter is what you share, your value. You provide
Comments,
some sort of value.
engagement.
But if like the whole likes, how many followers, how many likes, all that is probably heading towards.
Yeah, I have a theory that so likes is going away. We know that likes are going to go away.
Yeah.
In terms of being able to see other people's, you'll see how many people are liking yours, but it's not going to be how many you're getting. I also think they'll probably get rid of how many people are following you. I think they'll get rid of it, and the reason is because it's similar. It's actually heavier. It's a bigger thing, right? Where people want the followers, but there's still value to knowing how big someone audiences is. Yeah. So the blue check that they have for individuals that are verified, I think that they'll probably be leveraging that kind of thing more, and maybe giving out checks for certain levels of engagement and those kinds of things. Right. So maybe they'll have like a gold check for a celebrity, and then a blue check for an influencer, or maybe those kinds of things.
Interesting.
So just a hunch. I don't know. I would think.
I think Mark's taking notes if he's watching this. Mark Zuckerberg.
Hit us up, Mark. Well, this has been a long episode, but lots to talk about, and really what we're interested in is hearing about what you think about this conversation and your thoughts about entrepreneurship, getting a course started, side hustle, moonlighting,
running ads.
Yeah, running ads. If you need help, ask us a question in the comments. We just really want to help, and so please follow us on
Facebook, on Instagram, at Coffee Ads, and also we're going to be posting on IGTV. This video is probably too long for IGTV, but we're going to be on YouTube, so go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and and we'll continue to and also turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we post again. But we're gonna do more and more content weekly, so you guys will be able to enjoy some more.
Yeah, so please leave any questions in the comments. Really love to just engage with you and see what you thought of this. So thank you for watching another episode of Google or Facebook. My name is Matt Rincon.
I'm Andres Bustamante.
See you next time.